Hello, hello, hello. It is Becky Davidson, and let's talk about selling in the holiday season, October, November, December, the last quarter. Yes, there are some obstacles in this month, but I want you to know it can be the best quarter. It can be the best 3 months. You can have the best in the last quarter. And over the last over 40 years I've been selling, I have worked with in over 40 holiday selling seasons. And I've worked with lots of entrepreneurs and sales pros over those 40 years. And a lot of times I hear people say, "Oh, no one's booking right now. No one's buying right now. Oh, it's our slow season. It's the holiday season. Oh, it's not a good time. Everyone's putting me off till after the first of the year." And I agree there's a few extra challenges. We have a few extra days off that can or sometimes people take vacations and it can be a little challenging. But hey, we have it every year. We know it's coming every year. And so what I suggest is you prepare for it every year and stop talking about how bad it is or that's your slow season. So if you want to have a great fourth quarter, a great holiday season of selling, you have to first fix your thinking because if you walk into it going, "Oh my gosh, no one's buying, it's slow. This is our slow season. Everyone's going to put me off. No one wants to book. No one wants to talk to me." That's exactly what you're going to get. And I'll be honest, I've heard it from so many salespeople, and I'm always like, "Stop, stop saying it." But I probably, in my early days, probably did a little bit of that too, because in our head, we get worried about it, we get stressed about it, we get, "Oh my gosh." But hey, we know it's coming, so we can prepare for it, and that is the key. So the first thing to prepare for it is change your thinking around it and start thinking, "This is my best quarter. This is the hot time." And quite frankly, it absolutely can be. Even if you're in a seasonal business, I get it. There is times like for restaurants, they're going to be super busy this time of the year. And sometimes it is a little slower, it's a little more challenging. But if you attack it the right way, it does not have to be a slow season for you. One, a few things I've learned over the years. One, people are in spending mode. They are sometimes they have saved up money throughout the year because they know that they have to cover, the holiday season, and so sometimes they have a little bit of an excess. Sometimes they get bonuses. So they are used to opening up their wallet and pulling out their credit card and making purchases. So I just find when people are used to spending money, they start spending money on a lot of different things, not just Christmas presents, but things for themselves, things that they need. Two, this is the perfect time for people that want to take a tax deduction. So, like for sales training, hey, if you pay taxes every year, why not take some money and invest it into sales training or some type of training or a new product or a new service or something new that you can write off as a business expense. And so, hey, if you normally pay 10 grand in taxes and you can spend some money that could drive down or get your debt lower, hey, it's coming out of your pocket either way. You might as well give it to someone, serve someone, and get something for your money versus just paying Uncle Sam. And so, smart, shrewd business owners towards the end of the year, they know, hey, I've got to dump some money. When I sold industrial chemicals and I called on like the VA and school districts and commercial businesses, they had, I mean, like the government had to use it or lose it. If they didn't spend it by the end of the year, they lost the money. They'd get a new budget for the upcoming year, but say they got $100,000 budget expense budget and they only used 75,000. If they didn't use that extra 25,000 by the end of the year, it's gone. They get a new budget the next year, but sometimes they'd be like, "Hey, we need some improvements. We wanna get this room done, or we wanna get this. We wanna add this, piece of equipment." So sometimes there are businesses that have to dump money just so they don't lose the money. So think about that. Get excited about that. Who could you call on that might owe taxes or might need to dump some money if it's a business owner that gets, spending. throughout the year, gets an expense. So that is exciting to me. And that the thing is, if you don't think about it, if you don't talk about it like, "Hey, this is best time of the season," because people want to use it and take the tax write-off this year so they can, save a little bit on their taxes this other upcoming years instead of waiting a whole 'nother year. So giving people reasons. People also want to create momentum. Maybe their business is slow. Like I used to sell advertising and I called on businesses that were traditionally a little bit slower, like HVAC companies or maybe contractors that, roofers that may not work. As heavily in the winter months. And I would talk to them and say, "Hey, this is my favorite season to work with you because we can prepare for your budget. We can start creating momentum now. We can get things in place so that we can do the work behind the scenes to grow your visibility. So when your busy season hits, bam, you are there, you're showing up, you're attracting attention." So I guess the other thing that you need to do is one, prepare for it, change your thinking around it, and create a new story. Create a story that says this is the time that people are spending money. And just by what I did this when I was selling advertising, I would call them up and be like, "Hey, I'm meeting with roofers right now. This is our busy season talking to roofers. They have a little time on their hands, so we're getting things lined up for the upcoming year. I'm excited to meet you. I'm booking appointments with all my roofers." And they'd be like, "Oh yeah." And where if I would have just said, "Hey, I just wanted to set up a time to meet you," they'd be like, "Ah, call me after the first of the year." But when I created that energy that, "Hey, I'm meeting with all these roofers. I need to schedule our time," they were like, "Oh, keeping up with the Joneses. Everybody wants to do what everybody else is doing." And so I made it a thing like, "Hey, this is our busy season." Instead of saying, "Oh, yeah, we're getting by, we're doing okay." I came in and claimed it. This is my busy season. This is what we're doing. This is how we're helping people this time of the year. And people would, so changing the messaging, getting excited about the messaging, I would get appointments and I would get sales. So other if your competitors are going, "Well, it's kinda slow, I might as well," they start letting their foot off the gas because they feel like they're wasting their time. "Why even bother calling on 'em? Everything's slow, no one's buying right now." So they take their foot off the gas. If you apply some extra gas, this could be your biggest season. And what you do October, November, and December is absolutely gonna catapult your 2026. So if you want to catapult your 2026, get excited, get motivated, start closing sales, and start making things happen. This next, well, now 2 months. We're already through October. I had my best month ever this past month. I had a great month, and I have so much momentum lined up for the next 2 months. So, what I'd like to say to you is if you are building a business and if you are thinking, "Oh my gosh, it's kind of, oh, this time of the year, book a call with me." Or if you have momentum, but you want more momentum, book a call with me. Let me help you create momentum, create opportunities, help strategize with you so that not only can you have this last 2 months of the year be banging, but you can catapult it into a momentous 2026. That is my goal, is to create momentum for 2026. So if you need help with that, make sure to book a one-to-one. I have several different strategies. I am my Wolfpack Sales Mastery and Business Growth Mastermind. Oh my gosh, if you have not talked to me about that, it is affordable. It is strategy, skill, expertise, referral partnering, networking, affordable. It has everything that I had wanted when I was learning how to sell. It has everything that I wanted when I didn't know how to sell. And there were things out there, but a lot of them were too expensive. I couldn't afford it. Or they didn't give me all the nuts and bolts. They gave me some of it. So this is a system that I'm super excited. We have a couple spots left. We're starting the second week in November. If you're interested, I would love to help you make the last 2 months of this year banging and create a massive momentum for 2026. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the year. And I look forward to talking to you and serving you and bringing value to you in 2026 and over the next couple months. Have a good one.